Yeah, thank you very much, Lisa. So I'll try to be quick. It's mainly to give some closing remarks to a very, very intense Space Resource Week 2022. I think we had lots of very interesting discussions, many presentations, many exchanges, lots of opportunities to build new projects, to exchange ideas. So very intense 3 weeks. I think next year maybe we have to think about stretching this a bit and give more time to question and answers. But again, I think what I appreciated most is actually to see many friends, many colleagues in real again, in person, without masks. I think that was a big improvement compared to last edition. And really, it's just such a great community, and it's such a positive energy that we have all noticed over these 3 days. And I think that's really something that I want to emphasize. And now, in terms of content, I think what we have seen over the past 3 days, and also with respect to the last edition, is the very, very rapid progress of the space resource utilization field. And actually what we just are doing this week is looking back to 6 years ago when we launched spaceresources.lu in 2016. That's 6 years. And it's incredible what happened in these 6 years in Luxembourg, in Europe, and also worldwide. This is really a field that is advancing extremely rapidly. And so we have lots of opportunities ahead of us, and of course also lots of challenges. And I'm just trying very quickly to go a bit through different pillars that we defined here in Luxembourg 6 years ago, to look first at an international level. I think what was very clear also this week is that further international efforts are required here, that an international common framework is needed, and that we need to coordinate our efforts to go further ahead. We heard, for example, this week, the need for an international prospecting campaign as one of the first and next steps on the moon. We heard about the need for standardization. I think that can also address many things that we discussed this edition. We see overall many additional countries, organizations, companies being involved. And of course, with the current geopolitical situation, international understanding, international solutions will be hard to find. But again, this is very badly needed and requires a lot of effort. On research and technology, again, I will definitely not go into the details, but lots of many interesting discussions that would require more time also to go into more details. What I noted is that there is more terrestrial research centers also becoming interested, which shows that there's a lot of opportunities for spin-in and also spin-out from the space resource to the terrestrial resource work. And of course, here in Luxembourg with ASRIC, this is also something that we want to emphasize. Then on the legal and regulatory side, I think that's also worth to mention that a lot of efforts have been done. Considerable progress has been made at the United Nations, where we have now a dedicated working group with a clear work plan for the next 5 years, where hopefully we will also be able to come to an international framework on this. We had a very interesting discussion yesterday on avoiding harmful impact at various levels, various aspects that need to be considered. And here again, I think what we can note is this interdisciplinarity, intersectorial discussion that is needed, combining the lawyers with the scientists, with the companies, and also terrestrial and space world, where we really can progress and where we definitely need this intersectorial and interdisciplinary exchange. Then the fourth pillar that we have in Luxembourg is the business side. It's definitely very encouraging to still see a very great interest from companies, from established players, from the terrestrial world, from the space world, but also lots of new startups. And the remarkable thing here is, of course, that we imagine future markets, but these markets are not yet here. And still we see this very strong interest from companies and also new companies. And of course, for us as agencies and governments, I think the key question here is, how do we really kick off these markets? And I think that Jerry just said it. The key question here is, how do we motivate the demand side? I think that is very clear, and where we will need to find also innovative solutions in the next years. And then last but not least, the finance pillar. We had a very short but very interesting session yesterday on how to make the moon bankable, where we again had a link to the resource rights And overall, this is something where we definitely need to find solutions, is how we bring in more private investment, and especially in Europe, I think that is a big topic that we have. So overall, what we can see is that there are many challenges, and all these challenges are very much interconnected. And so we see that we need to address them all together in parallel to then take concrete steps. And I think it was very well said now in the last panel discussion that we need to focus. Focusing on a pilot plant is definitely one way to progress. And with ESRIC here in Luxembourg, we are definitely looking forward to doing our part to making this happen. We want to also go into the direction to demonstrate value chains from end to end. And at a certain stage, we want to bring this, of course, to the moon and have demonstrations on the moon. And again, this is where we need an international effort. So overall, again, lots of challenges ahead of us. But the good news, and I think that is what we saw over the past 3 days, is that there's also a lot of very much good energy to make this happen. So I'm very much optimistic that we will see rapid progress on all these different fields. Now, before I close, I'm very happy to be able to announce the winners of the poster competition. And actually, we have 3 winners that all are ex aequo on first place or first votes. They all have 333 votes each. So I would like to see if they're still here and invite them on the spot here. So we have one poster called "The Best Space Resource is the One You Can Catch and Reuse." It's from Hubert Delisle-Maxime, a doctoral researcher at SNT. And then the other one is "Exploring NVIDIA Omniverse for Future Space Resource Missions" from Li Xiao from the University of Luxembourg. So please, if you're here, come to the stage. And the third one is "Towards Resource-Efficient Lunar Missions, a Regolith-Based Construction Approach" from Hugo Mahou from the Polytechnique de Montréal. I'm not sure they're here, so please. So, thank you very much for your great posters, and I'm happy to announce that you win. So you win a voucher of 150 euros to spend on the ESA Space Shop. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the third team is already gone. So, but congratulations to all of you. Okay, and then before closing, I have something very important to do. And I will do it on behalf of ESRIC and on behalf of the Luxembourg Space Agency. I would like to express thanks, and many thanks are needed for this particular event because it was really a huge effort and many people contributed to this. So first of all, I would like to thank the key partners of ESRIC and of this event. Of course, it's the European Space Agency, the Luxembourg Institute for Science and Technology, and my colleagues at the Luxembourg Space Agency. So thank you very much for defining all the different sessions, putting so much efforts into defining the overall program, the content, bringing all the speakers together. So that was a huge effort over the past months. Thanks for this. I would also like to thank the different sponsors. So we have the company Gradel, Mission Control, Offworld, Redwire, and also the University of Luxembourg with the SNT. Thank you very much for supporting this event. Then I would like to thank all the different participants that were here on site in Luxembourg, but also all the ones that followed us online. So we had, I think, over the past 3 days, more than 600 people that were online all the time. So thank you very much for attending this online, and then especially here in presence also in Luxembourg. And then again, a big thanks to all the speakers and the poster presenters. Then a special thanks to Lisa for the great moderation. Where's Lisa? Thank you very much, and for your energy. Yeah, then not to forget, I would like also to thank the organizers and partners of the professional development course that was also this week on Monday and Tuesday morning. So that was ESRIC, Luxembourg Space Agency, ISU, the Colorado School of Mines, Angel, I'm not sure if you're still here. Thank you very much. And also ESA, of course, for this particular event. And then last but not least, I would like really to thank a big special thanks to the organizing team, those that really worked extremely hard over the past past weeks to make this happen. So from ESA, a special thanks to Alexandre and Yael, really very much, to List, Juliette, Marilène, Abby, and also to LSA, Juliette and Maya. Thank you very much, and you deserve a big round of applause. And so with this, I want to close this event. I wish you a very nice evening or a nice day if you're somewhere else in the world. And I wish you a very safe trip home. Thank you very much and see you soon.